Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Tuesday morning pre-market webcast. Okay, so daily chart here, and the bulls did not have a good day yesterday. I mean, they struggled with 2209 on multiple occasions, and the bears put together a fairly strong close. The bears did not have a good overnight, though. They couldn't get below 2198. Then we popped up above the weekly pivot. I'll just take you guys right to an hourly chart because this is where the rubber meets the road. So you print 1175 on Friday. You have an inability to really get through the 2209 area. You see there's a couple peaks up over the top, but we're making lower highs versus that 1175. Strong close by the bears. They linger below the weekly pivot here at 2275 for the majority of the night, and then they lose it, and then they lose 2203 in the process. They go up and they make a couple more lower highs, and now you can see they're pushing back below 2203. But really what they've got to do here, here's 98. 98's got to go, okay? To the extent 98 can go, and the bears can close below weekly pivot, that'll give them the advantage heading into Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I was saying in the chat room that I'm actually a little bit encouraged that we're fighting over the weekly pivot on a Tuesday. You're supposed to be fighting over weekly pivot Mondays and Tuesdays. And you figure out the winner by Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday, price tends to trend in one direction or the other. At least well, maybe not trend, but you get some directional moves. So the fact that we are getting back into the habit of this tells me that we can expect more of a two-sided market. And I wouldn't be surprised if this week was the week that the bears actually won that battle over the weekly pivot. The dip buying is becoming less and less profitable with every successive trade. The dip buyers are not getting out of this what they were getting out of it a week ago. They were not getting out of it certainly what they were getting out of it 2 or 3 weeks ago. Not getting out of it what they were getting out of it as far back as Friday. So as the returns on those dip buys diminish, then you see dip buyers back away and say, all right, I'll see you down below. Have fun. We'll find some value down below, and we'll be back. That's how retracements happen. So this dynamic is slowly playing out. Doesn't mean we can't go make another higher high. Doesn't mean that the bears aren't just plain awful, because they are. That close yesterday was the typical bulls take 10 days and the bears get 10 minutes kind of a thing. And the bears are going to have to overcome that today. The best way to overcome that is to close below 98. So I'll be very interested to see what happens as we get into the regular session. So the areas you got to watch: 98, weekly pivot, 2275. 03 is still important. It tried to be support and create a higher low, but that's failed just in the last 10-15 minutes or so, as we've had some GDP data come out that's moved the tape a little bit. The bulls are going to have to overcome this desire to make lower highs. If they can, then 2214 is an area that I've been looking at, and it's an area that could potentially print. But that's just that's looking ahead. They would have to get through 09 first, and then you look ahead to 14. But the bears have an opportunity here. If they can capitalize on it, that's another issue, but they do have an opportunity. All right, everybody have a fantastic day. Follow us over at Twitter at Princeton Trader. Come check out the website, Princetontrader.com. Come check out the chat room. I'll be back tomorrow morning with another webcast. Trade them well.